YouTube? I'm Kirsty, and in case you missed NXT UK last night, I got you. Okay, we started with Marcel Bartel and Fabian Eichner from Imperium versus Tyson T-Bone and Saxon Huxley. Eichner rocks T-Bone with some shoulder tackles, and he keeps walking by T-Bone and just pushing his head. T-Bone comes back with a shoulder tackle, but Eichner picks him up and slams him. Bartel does a huge knee to Huxley, a big kick, and headbutts. Yeah, there was a tag to Bartel. I didn't write that. Tag to Eichner, a bunch of big chops, then tag back to Bartel. He hangs Huxley upside down from the turnbuckle and drop kicks him. Bartel puts Huxley in a hold, but he gets out, does uppercuts and a clothesline. Bartel tags Eichner, but Huxley does not see it. He's crawling to his corner to tag T-Bone, but Eichner, who's the legal man, runs around the ring, pulls T-Bone off the apron, and then gives him a big knee into the steel steps. So Huxley comes back and drops Bartel, but remember, Eichner is the legal man. So he gives Huxley an elbow from behind while Huxley is fighting Eichner. Tag to Bartel, they do a power bomb for the cover. Marcel Bartel and Fabian Eichner win. Then there's a little backstage thing with Travis Banks saying, yeah, he lost to Walter, but he's going to hit the reset button. It isn't over for Kiwi Buzzsaw. Then we have Xia Brookside versus Jenny with, of course, Jazzy Gabbert on ringside. Once the bell rings, Jenny says, I've already beaten you. Jazzy, I don't even need you. I've beaten her before. So Xia immediately takes down Jenny, cover, kick out. Huge drop kick by Xia. Jenny puts Xia in a headlock, but Xia reverses it and does a crossbody to Jenny. Jenny slaps the snot out of her. Then charges Xia in the turnbuckle, but Xia moves so Jenny hits the buckle, and Xia does a double knees right behind her. Xia puts Jenny upside down on the turnbuckle, goes for a sliding kick, but Jenny, talk about ab muscles, just pulls herself up, so Xia slides right underneath her. When she slides past the rope, she's face to face with Jazzy. Jenny uses this distraction to grab Xia's hair, but Xia bounces Jenny's throat off the ropes. Jazzy grabs Xia's foot as she tries to climb back in and bounces Xia's face off the apron. Jazzy throws Xia back in, and Jenny does some huge stomps. There's a cover, but Xia kicks out. After exchanging forearms, Jenny puts Xia in a submission, but Xia hits the rope. Then she comes back with a hurricane, which I think that's what it's called. I don't know if it's just, you know how some people just have moves for them, that's just what they call it. But she did the little wrap your legs around their neck and flip them, and they call that a hurricane. So I'm just going to start calling it a hurricane. She goes after Jenny again, but Jazzy grabs Xia's foot. Jenny is able to roll her up for 3. Jenny wins. Then Imperium says, one by one, they have destroyed the British strong style, except for Trent Seven, and Walter accepts Trent's challenge to fight. Then we have Kenny Williams, who says he's making sure medical is prepared when he fights Noam Dar. Joe Coffey wants to go one-on-one with Dave Mastiff, and Toni Storm will face Kaylee Ray at the pay-per-view in Cardiff on August 31st. Next week on NXT UK, there's going to be the first ever 6-women tag team. It's going to be Kaylee Ray, Toni Storm, Jenny and Jazzy, Xia Brookside, and Piper Niven. And also it will be the Kenny Williams versus Noam Dar. Okay, our main event was Cassius Ohno versus Mark Andrews. Ohno does some holds and manipulations. Then Mark comes back, drop kicks Ohno, arm drag takedown, and Ohno goes to ringside. Andrew dives, but Ohno catches him, carries him to the turnbuckle, and moves the padding out of the way and slams Mark's throat against the steel part of the turnbuckle. Mark goes back into the ring. Ono leg drops him. Cover, but Mark kicks out. Ono bounces Andrew's throat off the top rope and keeps targeting Mark's throat with everything he does. Mark keeps kicking out every cover he's given. Mark goes to the top turnbuckle, but Ono throws him right off backwards on the ringside and gives him big chops. Mark goes back in. Ono is on apron, and Mark does 3 sugaries? Sugaries? I don't know how to say it, but basically scissor kicks. Mark dives onto Ono, pulls him back in the ring, goes to the top rope, Hurricane Rana, and standing moonsault. Cover, but Ono kicks out. Ono comes back, picks up Mark on his shoulders, just drops him. Cover, Mark kicks out. So Ono comes back with some chops, and then Mark comes back with a bunch of hard punches and kicks. Ono goes for the net breaker, but Mark reverses it into an inverted Rana. Mark goes for the DDT, but Ono is too strong. He reverses it. So Mark goes seamlessly into a stun dog millionaire. Like, this was so pretty. It was just reverse, reverse. Mark goes up to the turnbuckle, jumps, but Ono catches him. Mark turns it into a DDT, cover, but Ono kicks out. Mark goes to the top rope again, goes for a moonsault, but Ono catches him, throws him, picks him up like he's going to do the pile driver, but Mark rolls through, gets Ono's shoulders down, cover for 3, Mark Andrews wins. So I'm hoping tonight to give you American NXT, but it's also Big Brother Eviction, which after last night's very disturbing Big Brother episode, I'm anxious to see how that goes. But anyway, Beyond Series, the podcast with Oz Banks, Not Safe for Work, it's on Apple Tunes and BeyondSeries.com, everything. You can follow me on Twitter at always_KIRSTIE. And as Joe McHale used to say, I watch it so you don't have to. See you after work.